Oh, mein Zeug ablegen. Komme ich hier nicht weiter.
A painting blackened by soot. It's sealed.
Dann nochmal auf.
There's a trace on the railing. Someone was hurt here.
Nur positiv. Hernandez!
Anderson's blood. He must have had a nasty encounter. So, his disappearance was the killer's doing.
Nicht Hernandez. Nur dieselbe Blutgruppe. Da ist leider kein Platz mehr drin. Aber hier ist da irgendwo. Da war noch ein Schrank. Da. Ich denke mal, den brauche ich momentan nicht. Da nimmt doch so viel Platz weg. Ja, da will ich gar nicht. Hier rein. Ja, da will ich rein. Da, genau, da will ich rein. Das ist ungefähr 4 Meter oder sowas von dem Eingang rechts dann, wenn ich auf der Seite bin. Hier hat es irgendwie angefangen zu brennen. Beziehungsweise schon in diesem Raum. Ah ne, da komme ich ja wieder hoch. Komisch, da ist nichts. Da ist nichts.
An old fire heater. This brings back bad memories. Anyway, the fire didn't start here.
Aber ich habe doch einen Chord im... Fällt mir jetzt gerade auf. Und zwar ich doch gerade da. Egal. Warte mal, da ist so eine Steckdose. Geh mal wieder zurück. Lauf doch nicht wie so ein wildes Huhn hier durch die Gegend. Nein, das will ich nicht. Da will ich gucken.
The outlet looks fine, but some of the cables have suffered heat damage.
Vielleicht kann ich was mit dem Kabel, wo das kurz geschlossen ist, in dem Flugzimmer, das ist doch gleich hier, auswechseln. Hier ist es, ne? Guck mal rein. Guck mal rein, ob es da ist. Das Kabel nehme ich mit, bitteschön.
This electronic entryway has been short-circuited. Maybe Hernandez's work?
Kann ich nicht. Wollen wir jetzt den Strom abschalten? Kann ich nicht.
This electronic entryway has been short-circuited. Maybe Hernandez's work? Looks like the fire started here. Looks like someone tried to repair the console without success. Nothing.
Hey, muss ich den Typen suchen, der kennt sich doch mit Elektronik aus.
It's not this.
Aber da ist was. Ich bin gerade drauf gekommen. Was ist denn das?
An outlet to connect headphones or a speaker.
Ah, ja, dann connecten wir mal den Speaker. Ist noch irgendwo ein Pixel, der irgendwie was bedeutet. Da ist vielleicht ein USB-Port. Da ist nämlich noch was. Nee.
An outlet to plug in a power cord.
This can't possibly work.
Ich muss mir irgendwo so ein Kabel besorgen.
Nothing.
Ja, ohne Strom wird es nichts. Vielleicht kann ich es ja jetzt nehmen. Also dann finde ich das Spiel schon ein bisschen albern, weißt du? Aber ich probier's. Immer noch meine beste Option. Obwohl sie... Ah, da bin ich nicht richtig. Obwohl sie das erste Mal sich jetzt falsch herausgestellt hat. Aber vielleicht geht's ja jetzt.
This electronic entryway has been short-circuited. Maybe Hernandez's work?
Da ist ein Kabel, aber ich krieg's nicht. Das ist noch kein Werkzeugzeichen, das mir anzeigen würde, ja, du kannst was machen. Was habe ich denn neu im Inventar? Dieses Transformer. Without Cord. Und ein Poker. Wo soll ich dann poken? Irgendwas im neuen Zimmer? Den kann ich immer noch nicht nehmen. Kann ich da mal drum poken? Aber das ist ja auch kein...
This is the flyer Hernandez told me about on the phone.
Da ist ja auch kein Werkzeugsymbol. Ich frag mal den... Das ist nur ein Vorschlaghammer. Da war alles angeguckt. Ich muss mal wieder jemanden anrufen. Talk with Hawker. Okay, dann talk ich mit ihm. Nicht erreichbar.
So, Vic, do you need to confide in your old friend Claire?
Do you have any details on Hawker? What's he been up to since the FBI canned him?
I did a little snooping. He's been doing small security jobs. Claims to be a security consultant. I called one of his employers. He described Hawker as the solitary type. Doesn't trust his co-workers. Also, a few investigators let me know that they had been contacted by Hawker. He asked them a number of questions about the killer's latest murders.
Hawker has supposedly revealed information about the killer to Hernandez. Clearly, to his mind, he's still on the case.
Seems like he's really developed a bit of an obsession over this. Be careful with him, Vic.
Before he snapped, Hawker was an exceptional agent. Hopefully he's kept his investigative skills. Don't worry, I'll be careful.
I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
kommen die ganzen Sheriffs her?
Hi, partner. I'm going to leave you alone for a bit. You must have so many things to say to each other.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found a computer, but the system's asking me for a password.
That's more IT's field. Hacking's not my strong suit.
All right, I'll cope. In the charred room, there's a surveillance console. See if you can get it working.
Okay, I'm on it.
You haven't changed, Vic.
Neither have you, James. Still working the jeans and sneakers look?
I was never into uniforms. I can see that black's still your favorite color, huh?
So, you're working the TV angle now. I saw the tape with your interview.
I needed cash, that's all. Hernandez offered me a nice stack of bills. Remind me, what am I doing here?
We think our murderer is after you. The infamous Eastcode-Killer, as the press calls him, wants you. You must be flattered.
And that's why you summoned me here? You could have just set a couple of big guys to keep an eye on my rather luxurious New York apartment.
I like to keep you where I can see you. Besides, you know our enemy. That's useful. So, James, are you spending your retirement brooding over the past?
Not at all. I have a whole new life now. That whole thing is behind me.
Really? I heard you were continuing to investigate. And as far as I know, your social schedule is not what you'd call busy.
Don't start with me, Vic. Whose fault is it that I'm where I am? You betrayed me.
Some learn from their mistakes, James. Doesn't look like that's the case with you.
I admit, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have pulled the trigger. But I did it to further the investigation. You sabotaged that by denouncing me.
You know perfectly well that I wasn't the one who squealed to internal affairs. If I had, you would have been up for murder charges. All I did was refuse to cover up for you. You went too far, goddammit. Here, I'll profile you. You are egocentric, irresponsible, selfish, and paranoid.
And you are anal, rigid, authoritarian. And you've got the biggest mouth I've ever had the displeasure to encounter.
I could say the same about you.
Oh, wieso beleidigt? Ach, der kommt doch schon runter. Und sie guckt jetzt die Wand an und verschränkt die Arme. Ja genau, er muss ankommen, sich entschuldigen. Gott, Frauen machen sowas nicht. Er ist das Arschloch, hat sich daneben benommen. Er muss ankommen, sich entschuldigen. Aber natürlich, ich bin ja eine Frau. Da kommt es überhaupt nicht in Frage, dass ich zu ihm gehe und mich entschuldige. Wo kommen wir denn da hin? Was bist du eigentlich für einer?
Can we talk? Listen, James, let's stop dwelling on the past. The killer is still out there, and this is our last chance of getting him as a team. Can we bury the hatchet? Paloma Hernandez may still be alive. She's counting on us.
Fine. You can't change what's happened anyway. So, this house is supposedly connected to the killer. I'm not surprised. It fits what I've been able to uncover. An isolated area far from the big urban centers. But it means the killer's got to travel to go hunting. I've made a major breakthrough on the killer's psyche. He's totally obsessed with film and cinema, and particularly with the actress Veronica Lake. You could see it in his videos. I'm convinced that he chooses his victims following criteria linked to his obsession.
There's evidence in the house that suggests the killer went to film school. That would confirm your hypothesis.
It was by catching an old movie again that I made the connection. It has to do with very small background details. That's why we didn't see it before.
Well, I have a name. Our suspect's name is supposedly David Carson. Claire's trying to dig up something about him.
We'll end up getting him, Vic. After all this time, we're gonna get him.
I'm at an impasse with the computer in the cellar. Can you give it a look? You've always been a bit of an IT guru.
Okay, show me what the problem is. Let's see. The system is well protected. It's impossible to enter without the password. Luckily, the killer is just crazy enough to use a significant password instead of choosing random characters.
Of course.
Let's try this. No, too simple. Veronica, maybe. No, it's not the right password. Yes.
Have you found the password?
Uncle Man. Veronica Lake's real name. The killer's obsessions are the key to his psyche. The contents of the computer are open to you. It's your turn to play now.
Ah, ich konnte es sogar nicht finden. Ja. Play. Go.
Photographs of the victims. The Psycho's family album.
Sind hier Hernandez? Wo ist das?
The killer's so crazy about movies, he must have left a camera on somewhere.
Kenn ich nicht. Wo ist
A
das?
hallway with concrete walls. I haven't explored this place yet.
Die Hände soll da aus, ne? Ja. Gucken wir uns nochmal an. Heller Beton. Oh, das war eben gerade nicht. Diese Eingangsdinger und eine Leiter da hinten. Ich sehe da hinten eine Leiter. Die nimmt den Filter zu schnell runter. Da. Also das gibt's in echt. Und da kann ich auch hingehen. Sagt mir die Metaebene. Weil es ganz normale Objekte und Räume sind in dem Spiel. 3D-Objekte. Über diese so Linien drüber gelegt haben. Ja. Access Control.
Access control. Let's see what door I can open.
East Hatch. Wo ist denn das? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Codes.
If this file contains the killer's bank account number, the Chicago office could perhaps buy a new coffee maker.
file is encrypted, cannot be read. Cannot be read. Was flackert da eigentlich immer so doof? Flacker. Flacker. Achso. Der nimmt das runter und dann tut es wieder drauflegen. Diese Einblendung hier, dieses blaue. Ja. Das war's erstmal. Viel ist das ja nicht.
This phone seems to be working. The kid's computer key should let me decrypt this file. The kid's computer key should let me decrypt this file.
Mhm. Der allsehende USB-Key.
I hope this worked. I'll just have to see.
East Hatch, Reference und D55, West Hatch, Reference und D18, Upper Door, Reference und B2. Reference, ist es 1946 oder? Cellcodes. Die Reference und D55. Die Cellcodes habe ich hier noch. Dolores ist Greaves. Und 71. Joyce habe ich hier nicht. Ist Howard. Janet ist Henry. Janet ist 108. Dora ist Brackman. Olivia ist Darcy. Sally ist Wong. Susan ist Cleaver. Dorothy, das links sind die Opfer. Dorothy ist Dodge. Alan ist Graham. Paloma ist Martin. Victoria ist Stanton. Victoria? Will er mich auch noch wegfischen oder was? Vielleicht sind das Schauspieler? Die Reference und D55. Reference. Was könnte die Reference sein?
A list of first names, including mine and Hernandez's. These seem to be the victims' names, but the last names don't match.
I bet this is somehow linked to the killer's obsessions. He must associate his victims with fictional characters.
I'm not sure I understand.
Ellen Graham, Dolores Greaves, they're all roles played by Veronica Lake. In the list you're connected to, the Letty Stanton character. The name doesn't match at all. Different motive. He's after you because he wants to eliminate everyone on his tail.